Oh, hello, NERDVENGERS. And visitors to the tower. How are you? Nice Monday. On my way to the tower, of course. We'll get it popping in just a minute. It's a beautiful day out there, man. Good start to the week. A lot of fun, nerdy things to get into today. It's going to be juicy. Do me a favor, though. Smash the like button. Smash it up. Hulk smash on the like button. Smash it up. We're going to be talking about some casting things that happened over the weekend. Adam Warlock casting, rumors with regards to that. Bill freaking Murray in Quantumania. That's pretty bizarre. And of course, new Eternals promotion just dropped. We're going to talk about Eternals. I'm really interested to see what you guys think about the Eternals. Tickets are now on sale. I have some thoughts. I want to know what you think. Also, a couple of fun things going on today. We're giving away a $200 GameStop gift card to a lucky NERDVENGER member later today. Yeah, that's right. We're doing it. So you still have time to become a member and maybe win this $200 GameStop gift card. Check that out. Also, our website is up. The BBS website, the bulletin board website is up. Go check it out at thedenofnerds.com. Hang on. I'm pulling into the tower. Hang on. I'll see you guys in a second. Whew. Yeah. Sorry. Friggin' elevators in this thing, man. Crazy. Here we are in the research wing. What is up, everybody? It's going to be a good week. It's going to be exciting. I'm into it. Got a lot of fun videos planned for you guys already. As I was just saying, our website is up, the BBS website, and we've been talking about this for a couple of weeks now. It's a really exciting thing for us. It's basically like a website where every post on it becomes an NFT, and it's like a decentralized sort of version of like Reddit or something like that. So it's really, really cool. I do want to say, go check it out. Go to thedenofnerds.com and check it out for yourself. I think you'll find a lot of fun there. But also, we're going to be talking about this today at 1 p.m. with the NERDVENGERS. And Mark Fernandez himself should be joining us so that we can sort of ask him all of our questions. Mainly, Lambo win. When do we all get our Lambos, Mark? When do we have our Lambos? When is it Lambo time? Lambo time win. You know? So we'll talk about all of that later today. If you are a member, make sure you're checking out the Discord and the community tab so that you can have access to that stream, which will be going on at 1 p.m. Okay. I got to put a poll up. Right now. Because, guys, if you didn't notice, they just put up a trailer for the Eternals. Are you seeing Eternals opening weekend? That's what I want to know. Look, I actually sat down, believe it or not, to do a reaction video to the featurette for the Eternals featurette. And there is a new trailer as well, which I just noticed. However, honestly, man, I stopped recording the featurette. And by the way, hang on now. Anthony, welcome to the NERDVENGERS. You are a NERDVENGER now. Welcome. Make yourself comfortable around the tower. You know, don't forget to smash like, go into grandma's room, grab her tablet out of her hand, grab her phone, and smash like on her account as well. Do the right thing. You're a NERDVENGER now. It comes with the responsibilities. Oh, you thought it was all benefits? Wrong. Anyway, I stopped doing the reaction to the featurette because if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I expected a little bit more. I expected some more cool footage, and there's something about the marketing that is not exactly resonating with me. And I haven't been as excited as Eternals, or for Eternals rather, than a lot of other people seem to be, or a lot of the excitement that I've seen on Twitter, etc., etc. It looks like 73% of you guys are going to go see it opening weekend so far. Look, I think it's dope. I'm excited, but frankly speaking, man, like the marketing has seemed really, really odd. Like, for instance, if this movie is like the second longest movie in all of the MCU, the only movie that is longer than this film is Endgame, which was over 3 hours, right? It's this long, and I feel like we keep seeing the same footage over and over and over again. Some new footage today, and I thought it was pretty cool. So let me see if I can pull this up so we can take a little peek at it together. Yeah. Okay, let me pull this up. And by the way, please smizash the like button. I know I've said it like several times already, but unfortunately, it is I demand it like a blood sacrifice. So do it. Give it a smizash. Okay, let's watch this trailer together. I think this will end up being much more satisfying than the featurette that I saw, because the featurette that I saw was like, I'm gonna be honest, like I was like, no. Like, for me to stop doing a video, like anyway.
We're Eternals. For 7,000 years, we protected humans from the deviants.
Why didn't you guys help fight Thanos? Or any war, all the other terrible things throughout history?
We were instructed not to interfere until now.
You hear that? Eternals assemble.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, who's your gardener?
That looks cool. That looks cool.
This planet and these people have changed all of us. When you love something, you protect it.
That looks cool.
For eternity.
Marvel Studios Eternals.
What's your superpower?
You know that your babysitting privileges are completely revoked.
Okay, so yeah, that looks cool, and there's a lot of cool footage in here, but here's the deal. It's like, to me, and I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer here, but like, again, we've seen like a lot of that footage before. The movie they're selling us on is like, it's an ensemble film, and they, by the way, like I'm real middle of the road when it comes to like social issues and like wokeisms or non-wokeisms when it comes to pop culture or whatever. But like it can't be denied, regardless of how you feel about the Eternals, they are leaning in heavily on representation. Like the featurette that I saw is essentially, it really felt like they just keep kind of hammering down on that point, on the point of it being having all this representation. Look, to me, I've always said, like, that's great, and for some people, that's really, really a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, for me, not as much. It's like a middle-of-the-road issue for me. I care more about whether or not the story and the characters are dope. Is the story dope? Is the characters dope? Do I feel enriched? Does it expand on the Marvel Universe? Now, there are a lot of promises within the Eternals concept. Like Feige talks a lot about how it's going to sort of recontextualize everything for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. 7,000 years of history, talking about maybe even the beginning of the formation of Earth and how that might relate to the mutants and all these other things, right? There's a lot of opportunities for them to do really, really cool stuff. But I can't help but think that like this marketing choice to heavily focus on the representation over a lot of other things, I don't know. It's just, for me personally, it's not doing it as much. I think this movie is going to be absolutely fantastic, though. Like, I'm almost excited for it in spite of that marketing strategy and that strategy in general, because I think that, first of all, the visuals of the film are going to be mind-blowing, right? Like a lot of this stuff, and we're just seeing a little taste of it, here. Mind-blowing stuff. I'm also really excited for the context and the story that's going to be pushed out, for the Eternals themselves, right? And a lot of possible twists and turns and etc. Without getting into some of the spoilers, though, I can't help but think one of the big rumors about what the actual secret of the Eternals is going to be will almost undermine everything they're talking about with regards to the marketing about representation. I can't really get into it here. I'll put it in another video later, right? Well, as we get a little closer, we'll talk more about this. But for me, it's like, especially if that one thing ends up becoming true, I don't know, man. For me, I'm getting some mixed messages here. You know what I mean? I'm getting some confusion. And the fact that it's such a long film, and we kind of keep seeing the same stuff over and over again. You know what I mean? They're hiding a lot. Now, you could consider that a really good thing, because you're like, yo, there's a lot of movie to get into that you're not going to see in the trailers. That's dope. But you could also kind of consider it like a bad thing. Like, if it's being marketed this way and then it's different in the film, who knows how people will take it. But that's just my thoughts on it. I definitely want to know what y'all think about it. Let me see what's going on in the chat. What do you guys all think about this? I certainly want to know. What do you guys think? Just got your tickets? Dope. Nikki says, I'm really excited. Awesome. Is this another Josh hot take? Shang-Chi isn't making 100K again? Whoa, 100K? Come on now. Josh, would you rather they spoil the whole movie in the trailer like half of the other movies? No. But what I would prefer is... Okay, so they keep just basically talking about how, what were you guys doing with Thanos? You're explaining all of this stuff, right? That is just continues to be the deal. And then it's this whole idea of oh, well, we love these people. We're going to fight for these people. It's setting this thing up where it's the Eternals assembling to stop the Deviants. I don't know. For me, I would love to know maybe a little bit more about particular members, right? If it were to focus maybe on Icarus a little bit more and talk about his journey, or maybe Athena's journey, or some aspect there, that might intrigue me a little bit more. I feel like the marketing for this movie is it's a dope Marvel movie. You're going to meet the Eternals, who nobody really, knows who the Eternals are, and it's chock full of representation. You know what I mean? That's what the marketing is for the movie. And I'm just sitting back okay, that's cool, but it's not exactly the draw to me. Hey, I could be wrong. Maybe many of you guys are that's the dopest dope. That's what I want. That's what I'm going out to see movies for. That's cool. But I got to be real. That's not a thing. I feel like it's almost a little contrived at this point. It feels very 2018 to me. You know what I mean? It feels like a 2018, 2017 type of vibe. You know what I mean? Let's do this thing. That's what really matters, etc., etc. And if you look at what's happening with Bond right now, right? And Bond kind of really underperformed, at least in the North American box office. And there's all sorts of maybe possible reasons that you could think of. I think one of them is that whole sort of pushing it as this woke Bond idea. Because for real, I know this is a hot button thing and people are on both sides feel a certain way about it. The reality is, I think it's just a mistake to make that the way you interact with this wide sleuth of audience members, both potential and actual, right? So Jeremy Jahns made this point when he was talking about Bond, where he was and here's what's fascinating about this. I don't want to get into spoilers for Bond, but I don't even remember the gal's name. The Black 007, right? The black gal. She is awesome. I walked out of the movie thinking she was really brilliant. It's really easy for something like that to feel heavy-handed, to feel contrived, and to feel whack. She's actually awesome in the movie, and their dynamic is excellent. However, the way you market that, I felt was a mistake for Bond, because people sort of conflate engagement, which, yeah, you do something like that, it's going to be really engaging. It's going to cause certain people to be really upset, certain people to be, really defensive, et cetera, et cetera. It causes a lot of engagement. I don't actually think that's a proper 4-quadrant tactic to get universally these different 4 quadrants of people excited about your movie. So that's kind of just my sort of quick take on it. I think the movie's going to be absolutely awesome. I'm excited to see how it all plays out. I'm excited to see if some of the twists and some of the rumors that we've heard about are, real and what the impact could be on for that. But for me, I'm sorry, like that featurette didn't really do it for me. You know what I mean? So that's just how I feel. I'm sure your mileage may vary on that, as it usually does with things of this ilk. Okay, so let's get into some other stuff. Let's talk about Bill Murray. Y'all know about Bill Murray? Y'all know about Bill Murray? By the way, a couple of articles today coming in from My Cosmic Circus. So shout out to My Cosmic Circus, Lizzie Hill and the whole team over there. They got a couple of really good pieces and a couple of good stories that came out over the weekend here, okay? So let's read through this one first. We will, of course, get into Q&A. I saw some super chats pop up. I will get into those when we get into Q&A. We'll have all the discussion in the world, and we'll have plenty of time to talk about Eternals and to talk about how you guys think I'm all wrong, or some of you guys are like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. We'll talk about it. Okay, here we go. Brand new casting indicates Bill Murray will join the MCU in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Which, by the way, like, have you ever tried to read this word, Quantumania? Because it's actually not Quantum Mania, it's Quantumania. You know what I mean? Like, look, Quantumania. Quantumania. It's not Quantum Mania. Anyway, not much is known about the upcoming Ant-Man sequel, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, blah, 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 are all coming back. Let's see here. And it appears that a new casting list may have just added one legendary actor to their cast. Thanks to a brand new casting listing on Mandy.com, we see that John Townsend has been cast as a photo double on the production of Dust Bunny. Dust Bunny is the production name of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. What's interesting is the actor's name that he is posing as a photo double of. His casting indicates that Mr. Townsend is acting as a photo double on that production for the iconic 80s star Bill Murray. Like, that's real shit, bro. And this kind of stuff happens all the time. You see it down here? This kind of stuff does happen where via casting leaks or some of these, like, third-party websites that are like industry websites, there's stuff that happens that does leak out. It's pretty fascinating stuff, okay? So here we go. Bill Murray role at this time, however, is currently undisclosed. What's interesting about this is that Peyton Reed is actually a fan of Murray based on this tweet from earlier in the year. Peyton Reed says here, a pre-SNL Bill Murray played the Human Torch in the Fantastic Four radio show back in 1975. I was a fan. Years later at the Groundhog Day junket, he signed this for me. Whoa, dude, that's awesome. Flame on, he says. Flame on, indeed. Very, very cool. This would be a massive addition to the ever-growing list of talent that Marvel Studios incorporates into its movies, and we can't wait to see what role Murray will play in the upcoming Ant-Man sequel, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Releases February 17th, 2023. Going to be a juicy one, man. We haven't talked much about this movie, but I expect it to be huge, massive in scale. So I guess the question is, ladies and gentle beings, I guess the question is, who do you guys think he's going to play? Who do you guys think he's going to play? Y'all let me know. Let me know in the chat. Do you think that he will play the Human Torch? Put a 1 into the chat if you believe that it'll be the Human Torch. Someone's father? Right on. Representation is just casting in this case. The Dune story's already written. What the fuck? Hey, stop arguing in the chat. I'm going to come down there into the lobby, and I'm going to start taking everybody's phones and breaking them in half. Breaking them in half like like friggin' Kit Kat bars. Okay, y'all can argue with me when the time comes. I think some of y'all are just trolling anyway. So he could, of course, be playing the Human Torch. I think there's some precedence for this because, you know, with Quantumania and also just with the multiverse in general, it really seems like Feige's trying to connect all of these other Marvel properties and all of these other variations of Marvel stuff from back in the day and connect them via the multiverse. So look, this little thing here by Peyton Reed, maybe a nothing burger, maybe just an indication that he does want to work with the homie. Maybe it is quite literally the case that he's going to play the Human Torch, a future version of the Human Torch, which could be really, really fun. Kind of awesome to see. I'll tell you what I would want to do, to be honest. I would say, why not make him the Human Torch and just use de-aging stuff and just make him the Human Torch? Like, not like a, cameo, like how he's the Human Torch. Like, nah, he's the Human Torch. Just make him Johnny and just make him Johnny for the duration that he can do it. I think that would be kind of interesting. Obviously, they're not going to do that. Now, here's the other thing that I think would be kind of fun. And this actually, I was just going to steal this idea and say it was my idea, but it actually comes from Elisa. Okay, Elisa had a really, and C-Dubs actually said it as well. Elisa had this really, really good call where what if he's playing a future version of Scott Lang, bro? That would be really, really fun, man. Like, have him play a future version of Scott Lang. Both of them have like a similar type of humor. Both of them have like similar mannerisms. So I think that could actually play and be really, really fun if there was a future version of Scott Lang, perhaps a future multiversal version of Scott Lang that was played by Bill Murray. That would be pretty hyped. You know what I mean? To me, I actually think that was a really good idea. Like I said, like when she came up with it, I was like, yo, I'm going to steal that and say it was my idea. You know what I mean? So, pretty fun stuff, except Bill Murray is funny and not a vanilla dude. Oh my goodness. Rudd doesn't age, so Murray would have to be playing a centuries old version of him. Yeah. I hear you there. That could be really, really fun. That could be fun as well. So look, we don't know, of course, and it's a long ways out for this movie. I can't wait to see more and more stuff like this come out for the film. I think this movie is going to be bananas. And a lot of the multiversal stuff that we sort of get a tease for with Spider-Man No Way Home, and then moving forward to Multiverse of Madness and possibly even beyond that, I think we'll get a lot more of that stuff being done in this movie. You know what I mean? Like Evangeline Lilly was just talking about the film, talking about how bonkers the script is, how exciting it is. Lots of rumors of craziness. The only thing we know, like for sure, is that it would appear a ton of very high-profile folks that have worked on like Star Wars movies and like really big action films that were like grand in scope, that a lot of those kind of people are coming to work on Ant-Man and the Wasp. I expect it to be massive in scale. Let's see here. Connor Murphy says, member for 5 months. Love the channel. Keep it coming, homie. Since Feige said nobody super important will be introduced on Disney Plus, what movie is Moon Knight coming? Blade? Could be, my guy. And I don't know if he's, like, honestly, I don't remember him saying that exactly. And it could be a thing where he said that back in the day, and now they've kind of walked back on that as well. You don't see the resemblance between Scott and Bill? I think they have a similar vibe. I don't know if they necessarily look a lot like each other. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's talk about this one as well. This one was really interesting to me, and I would love to see what you guys think about this. Adam Warlock, very important character to Marvel Comics. He was teased out in Guardians Volume 2, and we do believe he will be coming in Guardians Volume 3. By the way, can I just say that if y'all remember when James Gunn was shooting down the rumor of them casting, and there was like a Zac Efron thing or whatever, and like all that, I will tell you that around that time, that James Gunn, from what I understand, he made a mistake in that when he was debunking the Illuminati, because like I've seen some things, and I know that the studio was doing some casting for Adam Warlock, perhaps just to do some reads or to do some reading or something like that. And maybe like James Gunn like wasn't fully aware of that or whatever, but like that Adam Warlock stuff, it was super accurate back then, and it's been a thing that Marvel has been working on for some time. So that indicates it's a pretty big deal. So let's check this out. Rumor, Will Porter may be cast as Adam Warlock, okay? So, a Twitter post recently stated that Will Porter was cast as Adam Warlock, and our own sources have revealed to us that there just might be something to this casting. Porter, who was in the Maze Runner, he was in the Chronicles of Narnia, The Reverend, that he has been fan cast as Adam for years. And we are certainly not normally inclined to take random Twitter accounts like this one that claim to have casting news that seriously. However, after further inquiry to our own sources, we have found more than one source saying that there are indeed rumors going around behind the scenes that support this claim. That's pretty wild, huh? Obviously, if we felt certain about this, we would share it as a report or an exclusive confirming it. Unfortunately, this is not the case, but we felt there was enough support of it possibly being true to at least bring it to your attention as a rumor for now. Okay, so what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Would you like this or not? Let me end this poll. Let's do another poll. I want to know. I want to know. What you think about it? He looks like a 60-year-old who had a bunch of cosmetic procedures, and I don't want to see him as Adam Warlock. Interesting take. Interesting take. Let's see here. Will Poulter as Adam Warlock? Question mark. Let's see what y'all gotta think. Gotta say, bro, I can't picture him as anyone other than his character in We're the Millers. I don't know if I've seen We're the Millers, to be honest. Lord Savage says, first stream I've made on time in months. Hey, y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hope you're doing well. I want to know what you guys think about this. Holy cow. Out the gate, a lot of no's. Out the gate, a lot of no's. Huh. I feel like give him a chance until we see his performance. Right on. Movie Bros, We're the Millers? Maybe. I've not seen it. Maybe we could do that. Yeah. I've heard. I know what the Millers is. I've just never seen it. Why isn't there a I don't care about this option on a poll? Because, and you said poll, Mas. Because you're forced to care about it now. Don't you understand? Don't you see what this is? You never seen him act, Michaela? I just remember him being like kind of wimpy, you know, and kind of like a puss in some of his roles. You know what I mean? But he's in this Hulu show that's coming out about oxycodone, and he seems like a lot older, more mature in that. You know what I mean? From what I've seen. When I talked about this on Twitter, it seemed like a lot of people were kind of like, this is why I dislike you, yo. So a lot of people on Twitter, when this news was sort of coming out, right, and it was a couple of days ago, I think it was actually Friday night as it hit, a lot of people on Twitter were basically saying no, because they don't want Adam Warlock to be taken in a humorous direction. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want Adam Warlock to become what Thor has become a lot in the MCU, which is the butt of many jokes and sort of a comedic relief type character. Okay? And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I thought a lot about that, right? I just don't see a scenario in which they're going to do a really serious version of Adam Warlock. I mean, they had those gold people, and this is why I'm on the record. I do not like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And while I am excited for Volume 3, I'm not the biggest James Gunn guy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the biggest James Gunn guy. Like, I know some people really like his stuff. To me, Guardians 2, way too ridiculous. Shotgun humor just all over the place. A lot of the characters have the same arc that they have in the first one. I was not the biggest fan, right? And one of the things I really didn't like about that movie was the fact that those golden people, you know, that whole thing, they were like really, it was almost Terry Gilliam levels of ridiculousness and humor. You know what I mean? Like, say what you will about Eternals. Seems like a lot of that shit's going to be serious. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be serious. It's going to be dark. Hopefully, you know, and have some real gravitas with some of those characters. Unfortunately, I think considering that all of those golden people are the people that are going to create Adam Warlock, I mean, how can it not be an extension of them? Like, how could he be the Adam Warlock we want him to be and be really serious if he's coming from that group of folks? Do you know what I mean? Like, does anybody you guys see what I'm saying? Yo, what's up, Kendall? How you doing, man? Do you guys you understand what I'm saying here? Hang on one second here. Do you know what I'm saying? Anybody picking up what I'm setting down here? Kendall, I'm going to retract some of your nerd coin for your foolish bet, but I'll only take 15. Let me do some quick math here. So it'll be 30, 35, 37. By the way, we had a blast in the Diamond Lounge Saturday night. We were all getting a little too tore up in the lounge. If you are a Diamond tier member, make sure you come on by for the next one, man. We always have a good time in the lounge. But unfortunately, many of you had too much to drink, and you gambled away way too much of your nerd coin, and I done told y'all he wasn't going to win. Although, I'll say this. He really did surprise me. Tyson Fury surprised me. He fought an incredible fight, especially in the early rounds, and then what did he knocked him down a couple of times in the fourth. It was a good fight. It was a really good fight. So yeah, kudos to you guys on that. It was a really, really good fight. But ultimately, Tyson Fury did what I thought he would do. So I don't know. This is gonna be dope, and I like Adam Warlock a lot. I think this dude's gonna be perfect, actually. Like, if he ends up being the guy, like, he has the look for it, especially because they'll probably do like a golden version of him, etc., etc. I think he's got the look for it. I think he could be really cool. But as far as that whole super serious kind of thing, I just don't think it's gonna happen, man. Especially like if you're talking about, just think about it, man. It's coming from the mind of James Gunn. It's coming out of those golden people who were borderline. I mean, they were just comedic relief, man. You know what I mean? Like, they weren't real serious, like, at all. You know what I mean? Like, as far as I understand, like, they weren't really that serious at all. So, I don't know. We'll have to see what you guys think about that. Maybe we'll get into some questions about that on Q&A. One other thing I wanted to talk about here. James Gunn talking about how they got at least one right in this post here. Remember, he's been pretty active about shooting down certain rumors, talking about how some are real, etc., etc. I mean, why did he have to share a Screen Rant article? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty wild. But he's talking about all of the fates of the different characters, right? And I think the big thing that people are talking about is how they think Rocket will die. And he kind of came out and said, like, I'm not going to say for sure or whatever. But, yeah. And so it's commonly predicted that Rocket Raccoon will die in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And it does seem that this is where his MCU story will end. Gunn has repeatedly confirmed that the movie will explore Rocket's origins and how he became a scientific experiment. This is expected to tie heavily to the villain of Guardians of the Galaxy 3. The identity of the threat is not announced, but High Evolutionary has been rumored to be behind Rocket's creation. Since the threequel will be Rocket's story primarily, this would be the best place to kill him. Yeah, so this whole High Evolutionary thing, that is pretty substantiated. You know what I mean? A lot of people think that Drax could die. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. But what's even more interesting is that he shared it himself. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 predicting it, right? He shared it himself. They got at least one right. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what that means. I think it would be a dang shame if they killed off Rocket, especially if like Gunn is kind of leaving the MCU and just going back over to do DC stuff. It would be kind of crappy, right? For him to just, in his last hurrah with this, to wipe them out, you know, as Palpatine would say. So, I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think about that as well. And we're going to be getting into Q&A in just a minute here. But before we do, we got a gift card to give away. And also, ladies and gentle beings, you's got to go check out thedenofnerds.com. It is where our BBS website, which is connected to crypto, and every post on there is like an NFT. It's really quite a cool thing. We've been working on it a little bit behind the scenes for quite some time now. And it is finally here. It is finally here, my friends. So go check that out. Go make a account on there. Be a lot of super fun stuff is going to be going down over on that website. So make sure you go check that out. And again, Anthony, thank you for becoming a Nerdvenger. And then Brandon Beal joined a couple of days ago. Dag joined a couple of days ago. Spades McGee joined. LJ, Andredad, and Nate. A bunch of y'all have joined yesterday or over the weekend. Much appreciated to all of the lovely Nerdvenger members. Okay, so we have here 684 Nerdvengers, and that'll give us 1, 2, 3. Wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's 8. Hang on, sorry. This is being stupid AF. So that's 1. That's 2. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's 7 pages. Let me get this pulled up so that we can do some dice rolling. Just want to roll some dice to see which lucky member gets the $200 GameStop gift card. And also, we do one of these each month. $200 GameStop gift card each month for the Nerdvenger members. Okay. So we got this there. Okay. So let me pull this up for you guys so that we can all check this out together. So we're going to roll some frickin' dice. First, we're going to decide whether or not we will be starting from the last page or the first page. So if it's an odd number, we will start from the first page. If it's an even number, we will start from the last page. Here we go. Let's roll it. Okay. So it is an even number. So we're going to start from the last page. So let me get the members pulled up here. Let's get to the last page. Okay. Here we go. Last page. Then we're going to roll 1 through 7. So I'm going to roll a D8 here, and we'll ignore the 8. And this will be the corresponding page that we will select the gift card winner from. And hang on now. Get this music going on. Chet, you son of a gun. Okay, ready? Boom. 4. Okay, so here we go. This is page 1, 2, 3, and 4. So someone on this page is about to win a $200 GameStop gift card. And now let's roll the D100 to see the corresponding number. 32. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is Darth Chaos. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is Luster Lynn. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 is Carl. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 is Scott. And whoever is under Scott will be the winner. Oh, it's Jack. Jack Della Sola. Dude, Jack, are you in here right now? Jack, are you in here? I see Jack all the time. Jack's a pretty active user. There's the guy. Jack is our winner. Jack is our guy. Jack, are you in here? Jack, you'll have a week to claim your gift card. Otherwise, we're going to do another drawing, my guy. So, let us know. Let us know. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. All right, so we're going to get into Q&A a little bit here. Again, I will say go check out thedenofnerds.com. And we're going to be streaming at 1 p.m. We're going to be talking about... I'll never let go, Jack. Is Jack in here? Dude, Jack's pretty active. Is he in here? Carson, welcome to the Nerdvengers. You are a Nerdvenger now. Jack equals Sheev? Oh, geez. John says, Jack sent me to pick up the gift card. Oh, okay. Right on, bro. Yeah, we'll get into all the super chats right now, guys. So I want to know, we'll get into all the super chats. We'll get into the discussion. I'm sure it'll be all heated. I probably should have just got up here and been like, Eternals looks really cool. I'm really excited for it. And ignored all of the little trepidation and feelings that I have. I know it's not the coolest thing. A lot of you guys are like, bro, I don't want to hear you say nothing. Like, shut up and dribble, Josh. Just tell me it's going to be dope. Talk about the leaks. Talk about the speculation. And shut your goddamn mouth. You know what I mean? That's probably what a lot of you say. But I just had to say what was on my mind. I can't help myself. I can't help myself. So let's get into it. Let's do it. Go check out thedenofnerds.com. Have I mentioned that you need to check out thedenofnerds.com yet? Have I mentioned that yet? Have we talked about that? Have we had that discussion? I like this beat, yo. This is pretty cool. Okay, here we go. T-Love, a.k.a. the Silver Lurker with a very generous $10 holla, says Lady Lurker is not excited at all. For me, the concept of the film gets me excited. It seems like a more relevant and more action-filled version of Black Widow. But don't at me. I like that. No, like that's kind of what I'm saying though. Is like there's a portion of this film that's just at base level is dope, man. Like you got the Eternals, you got these really powerful people. You got people doing crazy transmutation spells, crazy laser blast kind of things. You got a Superman looking motherfucker, you know? You've got some cool stuff going on. To me though, it's just a little weird that there's all that cool stuff going on and they like barely show you that, and then they keep talking about like representation and how they've got a cast that looks completely different and that all talks completely different. And I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, I know, I've got eyeballs. I noticed already. Cool. But if they're all shit characters, it doesn't matter what race, gender, whatever you throw in there. If like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's where I'm at with it. But I totally agree with you. It looks dope. It looks magic, feels like crazy, awesome effects, really, really fun stuff. That part of it is exciting to me. So I appreciate it, T-Love. I just wish there was a little bit more of that. Like, just show me the dope stuff. You know what I mean? Like, here's some of the dope stuff. And then I'd be like, yo, this stuff is dope. Like, I gotta come out here and act, you know what I mean? Like, anyway. Pretty Nikki with a $10 holla says, so excited for this Zack Snyder Marvel film. Also about to start my Star Wars journey. Nice. Do I need to watch all 9 films, or is there one I can skip? Also, take my money. Well, some people will tell you you could skip 3 of them. You know what I mean? When it comes to the sequel trilogy, I don't necessarily agree. I think you should watch the sequels. I think there's a lot of whack stuff in there, but I do think that, it sets us up potentially for where things are going. It sets us up for a lot of cool stuff. Some of you are like, oh man, what a controversy. How did this happen? You know what I mean? Like, how did this happen? But I started this channel like 3 years ago, I would say. Or not this one, but like the brand, right? The Den of Nerds. I started this like 3 years ago. And back then, man, it was more like, hey, here's this fun, cool thing. Here's this cool, nerdy thing. And we're talking about it. Now it's like everything has become a divisive issue. You know what I mean? I can't even tell poor pretty Nikki that, no, I don't think you should skip it. You should watch all 9. I can't even say that without addressing the big old elephant in the room. You know? Somebody farted in here. Are we just going to ignore it? You know what I mean? Are we all just going to... Yeah. So I would tell you, pretty Nikki, nah, like, don't skip any of them. I think there's a lot to like in almost all of the trilogies, including the sequels. And you should make up your own mind for that, So I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Anthony says, I'm seeing Dune tonight. What are your thoughts about the movie? I think the cast is going to slay. I mean, the cast seems incredible. The cinematography seems incredible. I can't. I'll tell you this, Anthony. The first time I saw the very first trailer for Dune, I had this one particular thought that still resonates with me to this day. Let me sip my coffee. Mas, are you ready? Let me take one more sip. I thought to myself, damn, this movie's going to lose so much money. Like, that's what I thought. I can't help it, bro. I was looking at this movie. I was like, damn, they spent a lot of money on this thing. You know what I mean? Like, they spent a lot of money on this. And maybe it won't. Maybe the movie will crush. Maybe the movie will blow up and be the next Star Wars, the next this, that, second, and the third. It'll be the biggest thing ever. But maybe not. And look, this Denis Villeneuve guy, right? Like, didn't he do the he did Blade Runner whatever, the new Blade Runner, right? (2049) was that it? Which is a phenomenal movie, by the way. Love that film. Bruh. This movie grossed $260 million worldwide. Blade Runner. It bombed. How does this guy convince it? Like, if Dune does not make a bunch of money, which I know, Anthony, you're like, I regret spending this $4.99. But like, if this movie does not make a bunch of money, then we've got to give Dennis one thing. He is the king of getting millions of dollars in budget to make studios lose money. He is literally the king of that. All right, here we go. Tez Prime. I'm in a spicy mood today. Let's check the member numbers again, and they probably went way down. All right, Tez Prime says, Bill Murray is going to play Janet's love interest in the quantum realm. What? They had some sort of relationship all the years Janet was stuck in there? Bruh. I kind of like that. You know what I mean? I kind of like it. Masma says, you could be right, but if you're not, I'm going to rub that shit in. Oh, like I've never experienced that before. Nobody's ever brought up when I was wrong about anything, so it'll be new to me. Thanks, Mas. Tez, that's crazy, man. That's really fun. I would like that a lot. I think you can do pretty well. I think you could do pretty well in that. T-Love, a.k.a. the Silver Lurker with a $5 house, says, I'm going to spend all my money disagreeing with you today. All right. Bill Murray is great, but I hope they just cast him to kick rocks in one scene, and that's it. Okay. I'm changing my vote. Vote. Bill Murray, Dr. Doom, 100%. That's what I want to see. Bill Murray as Dr. Doom. and get Taika to write the character and make it like real goofy. Like get James Gunn and Taika to go smoke a joint and come up with the concept of Bill Murray as Doctor Doom, and you've got a winner there. Okay, thank you, T-Love. Appreciate you, man. Let's see here. Anthony says, oh, I hope you still feel this way, even though I was a little snarky about your Dune thing. Anthony says, with a $5 holler, says, hey, Josh, how can I donate a couple of VV collectibles to the Nerdvengers? I've been a long-time fan. Happy to finally be a part of the community. Well, first of all, thank you very much, man. In all seriousness, I do appreciate that. I hope you're not off-put by my sense of humor. It's snarky. It's bad. It's, you know, it is what it is. If you're serious about that, hit either myself or Ryan H. Hit us up in the Discord. We'll be able to facilitate that. And regardless, man, it's cool to have you in the community, man. We have a lot of fun here. Like, for real, on Saturday, I had a blast with you guys. I mean, like, if you go back and watch that, if you're a Diamond Tier member, I was getting pretty lit by the end of that stream. I know Vito was as well. You know what I mean? I know Vito was as well. Because y'all were just, like, going crazy, throwing out those bets like that. Like, it's wild, man. I had a really good time in the Diamond Lounge with you guys. And I have a great time just hanging out with you guys in general. It really is. It's the best job in the world. I come out here. You know, I get into the tower, and the Nerdvengers are in here. We talk about all this fun, nerdy stuff. It is a blast, man. So thank you for the support, and thank you for being here. Twilight Wild with a $2 holler says, would Marvel ever leave Disney? You know, never say never, Twilight Wild, but that would take a, like, perfect storm of different things going on. Like, it would take some wild stuff to happen, but never say never. You know what I mean? Because it could happen, and I mean, frankly, there's a lot of things I thought would never happen, like the Netflix characters coming into the MCU. I never thought that would happen, and now it definitely looks like it's going. Oh, nice, Michaela. I wish we could have got you in there, Michaela. I wish we could have got you in there. We'll get you in there next time. We'll do another one soon. Chris Kimball says with a $5 holler, says, I have a theory that Drax will die. That's true. Batista is on record for not wanting to play that character anymore. I'd rather it be him over Rocket, honestly. Yeah, I'm with you there, Chris. I like Rocket a lot, and, you know, especially if Bradley Cooper wants to keep playing the character, like, let's just keep rocking on that, because that's some fun stuff, man. I really do enjoy him in that role. So, yeah, I appreciate that. And you're right. Like, Drax and Bautista have said kind of like, he's like, I'm done. Like, I wouldn't be doing this. He's also made some really interesting comments. Like, he said they never contacted him to play Drax in What If. But then, like, the producers came out and said, it's our understanding that everybody was asked in some regard. You know, you never know, like, with Disney and all that, right? It's kind of weird to know for sure how they're doing. Vito says with a $2 house, says Jack's last name is me off. Ask for him. Nice try, bro. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Did you get Danny with that one? Did you get Theory with that? Because he didn't get me, motherfucker. Yeah, good try though. By the way, if you like nunchucks, yeah, you're definitely going to want to come to the next Diamond Tier stream. I'm going to put him on blast. Right now. Vito is going to open the next Diamond Tier stream. He's going to open the whole thing. And he's going to be in a suit. And he's going to show us a nunchuck routine. You know what I mean? He's going to show us a nunchuck routine. So let's put the pressure on him. Vito, you got this. You got a couple of weeks to work on it. Wait, how dare you, Steve? But I'll talk about that in a second. Let's see here. Jensen Baker says with a $5 hello, says, and watch the Goldman's vid on why you're wrong about Luke in The Last Jedi. He's a level-headed guy. Pretty much his whole channel is great. Yeah, send me like a link or something on that. I'd be willing to check that out. And what do you mean that I'm wrong about Luke and the Last Jedi, like, because I think it's like kind of an unsuccessful turn for the character, something that shouldn't have happened with Luke as a character. Is that kind of what you mean? Because, you know, that's totally fair. Different strokes, different folks. I think a lot of people feel, I mean, I haven't really seen as much nowadays, but a lot of people defend Luke in The Last Jedi. I've always said, so here's where I'm at with this, is that I think it was a mistake to do that, especially without context. Like, we don't really see Luke at all, and then we see him, and he's like, get off my lawn, Luke. That wants nothing to do with everything. I just need context, man. You know what I mean? And the context they provide in the film is not sufficient enough for me as a fan to be like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. I could see Luke doing that. But I've always said that they could further explain it if they had, like, for instance, like a show with like young Ben and Luke, or there was some more young Luke stuff around the time of, The Force Awakens. And by the way, there's that new novel that's coming out, Secrets of the Sith or something like that, or something like that. And it's all about Luke Skywalker and Lando and Ochi and all these things that end up happening in The Rise of Skywalker. And I'm here for that, Jensen. I'm like down. I'll keep an open mind. I'll watch it. You know what I mean? A lot of people are like, nah. And they're like a hard no on it. But yeah, it's all good. Colin McGoldrick says with a $5 house, says, hope you're having a great day, man. Big fan. Love you, bud. You're freaking hilarious, man. Nerd Theory tonight. Oh, yeah. We're going to do it again. We're going to do some Nerd Theory. We're going to do some Nerd Theory later today. Come on by Star Wars Theories channel. I don't know. That's all I got. Look at how close you guys are on this poll here. Will Poulter as Adam Warlock. 52% of you guys say yes. 48% of you guys say niet. Interesting. Oh, why you're wrong about Luke is the name of the video? Well, how pretentious of this guy to think that I'm wrong, and doesn't he understand that... Sorry, I had a brain freeze. I don't know. I was just trying to talk some shit. Scott Purdy, member for 2 months. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. I remember you coming in here, Scott Purdy, and you've been really active on different streams and stuff like that, too, so I appreciate the support. Let's see here. He says, much love, enjoy your content, and learn a lot on the Prime streams. What's the next show you are looking forward to? Hawkeye? Yeah, absolutely. Although, to be real with y'all, I am excited for this, and it's totally not within our verticals, but like for the Hulu show about oxy coding. I don't really talk about this too much, but like I have literal cousins that are coal miners, like in West Virginia, and so a lot of my family like is from either like the West Virginia area or like Ohio area or like Pittsburgh area, and so I've actually seen like kind of intimately some of that destruction and some of that like disregard for the well-being of a lot of people. I believe at one time there were more prescriptions in West Virginia for oxy than there were people in West Virginia. You know what I mean? So I'm actually pretty excited about that. We're gonna check that out. So we're not going to be doing watch parties. Chris, welcome to the NERDVENGERS, man. You are a NERDVENGER. Now make yourself comfortable around the tower. Get cozy, chill. Have fun. Did I get into Squid Game? Loved Squid Game. So we are not going to be doing a watch party probably on this channel again until Hawkeye comes out, right? And, but I've been thinking about doing some watch parties Saturday mornings for a little bit. Not permanently, but maybe for a little bit. And I've been thinking about doing Saturday morning cartoons with the NERDVENGERS. I don't know. What do you guys think? Saturday morning cartoons with the NERDVENGERS. Do you think that would be kind of fun? You guys let me know. I think it would be cool. Oh, yeah, we'll do one for Dune. When's that come out? Where's the BBS link? Can't find it at the website. If you go to thedenofnerds.com, like that should just be it. It should just be there. Dune is October 22nd. Yeah, we'll do Dune. Do it. Just so it. I think you meant just do it. October 22nd. Let's see here. October 22nd. So like, ooh, you know what, guys? I might not be able to do that, actually. Oh, you know what? No, we could do that probably Friday night. But that weekend, I'm going to be out of town that weekend. And then Monday the 25th, we probably won't have a morning stream. Yeah, we'll do Dune. We'll do that. We'll do that. I'd like a chill stream of watching a show or two, just hanging out, watching stuff together. Yeah, for sure, man. That's what I'd like to do is like on Saturday morning, maybe like 9 a.m., like pretty early in the morning, like we could start. And we just start watching. Because like this Saturday, Elisa and I we're binging the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. You know what I mean? The Joey. The old Spider-Man cartoon, which was so fun. What a fun cartoon, man. What a fun show. So yeah. Did I miss your members chat? Probably. Let me see if I can scroll up and find it. Let me see here. And we'll probably just hang. See, it's not letting me scroll up any further, man. Those member chats, I would really recommend with the members chat, save them for the end of the stream. Save them for the end of the stream. When we're doing Q&A and whatnot, because they don't actually pop up. Like, they pop up in the chat, but they don't pop up on this screen over here where I go back and read all of the super chats from, which is kind of lame. Like, I actually wish they did so that I could go back and check them out. Rob Cart says with a $2 holla, Logan series news on Disney Plus Day. Bruh, that would be fire. That would be awesome. I don't know that to be the case. I haven't really heard much about that since that happened, but yeah, it sounds pretty cool to me. Sounds pretty chill to me. Hi Jackman, Tex Avenger, member for 9 months, says 420. What about it? What about? I don't know what that number means. All I know is that it's one more than 419 and one less than 421. I don't know what exactly you're talking about there, my friend. So let's get into the chat. Hang out for like 10 more minutes. What y'all got to say? What's on your mind, ladies and gentle beings? Your girl's name is Elisa too, so whenever I say... Oh, that's funny, man. I don't know that, Diamond Joe. I don't know that. This is a joke, right? West Coast Avenger says, a joke about what? What is the site link? It's not working for me. Are you on mobile, Stevie? I know some people were having issues on mobile for the site. So maybe that's what was going on. We can walk you through it and try to get you all set up on there for sure, though. Oh, the 420 thing? Yeah. Yeah, it might be a joke. Yeah, it might be. You know, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Website came up for me. Did I get any damage from the weather? No, but I know it was been real windy. Real windy. But no, we didn't, as far as I know, no real damage over here. It didn't work for me on my computer either. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, nice. Nick Skywalker. Nice, man. Let's see here. It says, hey, I put up the poll at work that you made. It's in the general chat of the Discord. Can I get your votes? Oh, for sure, man. We can do that. Plus, I made $50 on the Fury fight. My man. Yeah, it's going to take working out some kinks on the website for sure. But luckily, the developers are really in good communication. Again, we'll be streaming about an hour and a half at 1 p.m. And I'm hoping that Mark Fernandez himself will be hopping on there to answer some of our questions for sure. So, yeah, Nick Skywalker, that is dope, man. Good for you. Geologist B, member for 10 months, says, hit that like bottom, people. Let's go. I think he meant button. Man, you guys do typos like I do. I was asking Jackman Josh. It's called Tobacco Cigarettes. 420 for life. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Hey, Colin McGoldrick. Welcome back to the Nerdvengers, man. It's good to have you. The website is up and MLM working. Why can't Chill Murray play the actual He Who Remains? Ooh, well. What do you mean the actual He Who Remains? Didn't we just... Oh, you mean like from the comics? 14 dislikes? It's probably 14 different people that I said I'm not as into the whole representation thing as... like, it just doesn't really... Like, you know... It's not really a draw for me. And there were 14 people that said, he's a fucking bigot! And hit the dislike. That's probably what happened. Hey, my bad. You know, my bad. I don't know. Would you guys prefer it if I just lied? You know what I mean? Would you prefer it if I was just like, this is so cool. Can you believe there are different races of people on this planet? And that now they're in this movie? Progress. We've fixed all the problems for the planet. Fucking too bad they're robots. Anyway, SL2 Beast 100. Welcome back to the Nerdvengers, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. I accidentally hit like. Gotta change it to dislike. My man. Oh, we've solved it. We've solved the world's problems, ladies and gentlemen. Chloe Zhao taking us into the future. What the fuck? Like, some people are seriously upset like that I said that. Yeah, it is what it is. Ooh, Dorian Trussell says Murray and Poulter are excellent actors. They really are. They really are. I think so. I think so. Mutants and Eternals? That would be sick, dude. There's a big rumor that the Eternals film is going to directly tie into Wakanda Forever. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, there's obviously the big Wakanda Forever rumor is that Giancarlo Esposito is going to replace what's her name? And now he's going to play Shuri because of the controversy. Like, look, not a lot of people are talking about this, but Giancarlo Esposito is going to replace Letitia Wright as Shuri now for that film. But in all seriousness, the big thing there is that Namor the Submariner. You know what I mean? Namor the Submariner, who was the first mutant in Marvel Comics. Wouldn't it be wild if they did have some connective tissue between the Eternals movie going into Wakanda Forever, and it had to do with the mutants? Yeah, it's pretty wild. That was a joke, guys. That was a joke. No, it's not true. No, man. The first mutant was Ursa Major in Black Widow. It might be. Man, talk about, dude. That dude got clowned for real, dude. That big old dude. Wait, Jensen, I don't want to forget you here. Jensen Baker says, I don't know how to send you a link. Look up the Gold Man Luke. The Gold Man Luke? I agree the time jump did no favors to being okay with the press, Luke. Yeah. It's a joke, guys. It's a joke based on some social commentary. Yeah. I shouldn't do it. My bad. So everything's super serious. We got to be super serious. My bad. You know. Yeah, Apocalypse was the first mutant in the canon, but he was the first mutant as far as an appearance in Marvel Comics. That's what I believe to be the case, Trev. Where's my interview for the BBS website? So here's the thing. I have many of you guys that felt, and Dorian, I'm going to get into your super chat in just a second. Much love to you guys. I want to get some questions answered, tinker with the website a little bit myself, and then, yes, we will get some moderators for the BBS website, for sure. Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Dorian says, very generous $10 holla. Thank you, brother. Says, Poulter wasn't all that popular on the Maze Runner trilogy. He didn't do too bad on the third Narnia movie. I have high hopes for him. Murray gives me Ghostbuster vibes. Yeah, for sure. That Ghostbusters movie looks kind of fun, huh? That new one? Seems kind of fun. I want to check that out. I'd like to do that. And I think that's where I remember him most is from the Maze Runner stuff and then the Narnia movie. And like I said, he's kind of like a punk. Like he kind of punked out, on those or whatever. But yeah, I think like I said, I actually just first take looking at that, just looking at his face and bone structure and a little bit of his acting history. I'm like, nah, like that's good. Like that could be. He could totally play Adam Warlock, and I think he would be pretty good at it. Yeah. That is an assumption that Ursa is anything but human as far as the MCU is related. There is no actual statement or proof that he's a mutant. Yeah, and it's kind of unfortunate because he even calls him like Little Bear and stuff in there. Like it's clear that there were that at one time, yeah, like the Ursa Major thing was going to be real. And like that was going to be a big deal, but yeah, they kind of backed off on that. It would appear. Clowning people for being serious, yet a Snyder fan. I mean, dude, we're talking about Zack Snyder. We're talking about the most serious stuff ever. Like, now we got to get real serious. You know what I mean? Like, Zack Snyder is. I mean, honest to goodness wish that we could clone Zack Snyder and have every single movie for the rest of time be directed by Zack Snyder. Cinemas would be saved. More people would find self-confidence within their lives. They'd probably be singing in the streets, and all the divisiveness that we currently have in the world would likely go away. And that's a super serious statement. So, yeah. Colin McGoldrick says, did you watch the new Bond film? Yeah, I did, and I liked it a lot. I need glitter and rainbows too. Okay, Mouse, I got you. I'll tell you, man. Colin, I really liked that movie. I thought it was really good. I don't even see how it's controversial. Like, some people are saying the ending's controversial. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think it's that controversial. I will say this, though, and I'm hoping that... I haven't actually talked to him about this. I'm hoping Theory got a chance to go out and watch it, because I'd love to do a Movie Bros stream about this, or like a longer video, because I've recently rewatched all the Daniel Craig Bonds. Like, Elisa and I tore through those over the past week or two. And like literally right up until this movie. And I thought this movie was really good. There's some stuff with Daniel Craig Bond that I'm actually not going to miss. And I'm glad that we're going to close that chapter. Because, like, for instance, I think like one of the things I miss about the Pierce Brosnan Bond, like, let's just be real. Like, Bond is wish fulfillment. Like, James Bond should be like really wish fulfillment. Like, just think of like a young boy and like all the young boy things. Like, it's adolescent. It really is. It's adolescent. You know what I mean? Like, it should be adolescent male wish fulfillment. That's the way I think James Bond should be. Daniel Craig's James Bond was sort of like a postmodern take on that. You know what I mean? Some people will say like, oh, this new James Bond is woke. To me, Daniel Craig's James Bond has always been woke. It is the most woke James Bond. And even Casino Royale, I remember when I saw Casino Royale, everybody around me loved Casino Royale. I was not initially as taken by it as many other people, because I was like, bro, I don't want to see James Bond get heartbroken. Like, that's not what I want to see. I don't want to see that. That's not why I go to watch James Bond. You know what I mean? Like, that's not something that really does it for me with that. Now, that movie's just so flat out good and fresh that, yeah, it's an awesome movie. And I ended up really learning to like that film, and then learning to really like the Daniel Craig run. But to be honest with you, I'm pretty comfortable with Daniel Craig's run coming to an end, and I hope they go back to it just being like fun wish fulfillment stuff, because like if I had another criticism about Daniel Craig's James Bond, it's that all the villains are exactly the same. And they're almost all like Russian nesting dolls versions of the villain. It's just like you keep opening up and getting deeper and deeper, and there's another one, and it's the same kind of person. They're all really, really similar. So while I really enjoyed Daniel Craig's run, and I thought this last movie was fantastic, it was a great way to end it, I hope the next James Bond is a little bit more to form. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I feel. Let's see here. Dorian Trussell says, you think Icarus will say Eternals assemble? Hey, man, Eternals assemble. We got to get to the cookout. Do I think Icarus will say Eternals assemble like Captain America says Avengers assemble? Here, hang on. Heard this rumor on Emergency's awesome video yesterday. Dorian, he literally says it in the trailer we watched earlier. So, yeah, I think he's going to say it, bro. I think he's going to say it. I also don't think he's a good guy in the movie. I think it's going to betray them all and snap their necks and cash their checks. You know what I mean? That's what I think. Appreciate the love tonight. Let's see here. Colin McGoldrick, very generous $20 holla. Holy mother loving love of mothers. Says, I don't understand the backlash. Some people just like to hate. But yeah, I agree with you. Definitely a different vibe with Daniel Craig's Bond. You guys should do a rewatch for Movie Bros. Well, we both have, from what I understand, like when I was talking to him, we were planning on doing this. So he's been tearing through them as well. And I think he's done. And I hope he saw the most recent one. I mean, it's a really good movie, dude. Like, it's really good. He's kind of like Dad Bond in the movie. You know what I mean? He's a little bit of Dad Bond in the film, for real. But, yeah, I'm not, like, it was like, that's a really nice chapter for Bond. You know, kudos to Daniel Craig. Kudos to everybody that was involved. I mean, yo, I like a lot of those movies. Like, Spectre is incredible. Spectre is incredible. I would say it's probably the best of the bunch. I really like Quantum Solace. A lot of people don't like Quantum. I like Quantum. So yeah, I really like the movies. But I do kind of miss Pierce Brosnan just being suave, just being a smartass, just getting the girl, you know what I mean? Like, just being Bond. You know what I mean? That's a little bit more of what I'm missing, to be honest. Cavill would be a great Bond. I agree. I think he would do really well. I almost feel like he'd have to slim down a little bit, though. He's almost like too bulky to be Bond. You know what I mean? In my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, Mike, I've heard this before. You know what I mean? Like, because that first Casino Royale novel, apparently Ian Fleming's like novel closely mirrors what happens in Casino Royale, and that is totally cool. Like, that's awesome, and I'm into that. But I don't think that's what really made the character pop culturally relevant. I think a lot of the just wish fulfillment spy stuff was what really broke it into the mainstream. You know what I mean? So, just my opinion. Just my opinion. We need Bond to come back to be a hoe. I agree. Yes, Alexa, that's exactly it. That's what he needs. Yes, give me all the toxic Bond. Oh my God. You guys are wild, man. You guys are wild. It's a wild day in the tower. It's wild. Gadgets made it popular? Yeah, the Gadgets is cool, man. Like, that stuff's just so fun, and yeah. Okay, right on. I haven't seen The Tudors, so I don't know about that. The last one, I think it's great. I think people should go see it. What's my ethnicity? Mostly Polish. I'm like 76% Polish, man. You bet your dupa. You bet your dupa I'm Polish. Am I excited for The Lord of the Rings on Prime? 100%. 100%, bro. That shit's gonna be dope. Yeah. Polish sausage, pierogies, all that Slavic stuff, baby. Maybe it's the Slav in me, but I'm all about a pierogi. You know what I mean? What's my blood type? I don't know, bro. I don't know about that. What's my social security number? I don't know about that. Topic for tonight's Nerd Theory. I don't know. I have to talk to the man. We talked a little bit of, I did the sort of leaks video on Friday. I thought it was a wild video about the Kenobi show. And I don't know, like, I would love to talk to him about that, but also, like, I don't want, like, my, like, scoopy content and all that to be, like, to become the Nerd Theory thing. But to be fair, man, there's not a lot of news coming out for Star Wars, so maybe we'll talk about that. Maybe we'll talk about that. What's my DNA sequencing? Oh, you have to go to the website for that. You have to go to the BBS website. I'm giving away the ability to clone me or create me digitally. We're doing that on the website. Guys, I got to get out of here. I got to work on a video. I'm going to work on a Punisher video. Got a fun Punisher video for you guys. I got a fun Illuminati video coming out for you guys. So there's some fun stuff I want to go work on right now, okay? Secrets of the Sith book out tomorrow. Yes, and that dyad thing looks dope. That dyad thing seems pretty cool. So, yeah. All right, guys, much love to all of ye Nerdvengers. As always, I thought like this was a fun stream. It started out a little shaky, you know what I mean? It started out a little shaky where I was like, well, the thing about representation, and everyone's like, brah! You know what I mean? But we brought it home. We brought it home the way we always do, baby. Together. Amen. Oh, the website is up, Mr. Anderson. Go check it out. TheDenOfNerds.com at 1 p.m. on the Nerdvenger stream. We'll be talking more about it. Come on, bye. As I always say, I hope you guys are having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video. Did everybody leave? Is everybody gone? I was just passed a note by the Nerdvengers lawyers here in the tower, so I have to read this for you guys all real quick. The expressed opinions of one Joshua Lucas does not represent the opinions of the Den of Nerds LLC. We absolutely love all peoples of all races, creeds, colors, and socioeconomic status, and we are incredibly excited for insert any Disney movie that is coming. Much love to you all. Please direct all of your hate mail to Chet or something like that. It's a close one there. Close one. Now we're all good. All right. See you guys in the next one.